What if the biggest surprise in Heartland Season 20 is not Amy, not Jack, and not even Nathan? What if the future of Heartland is about people we have never met before? New faces are rumored to be arriving, and if the latest production updates and fan theories are pointing in the right direction, these characters could completely change the direction of the Fleming family. A mysterious ranch owner, a talented young horse trainer, a business rival with unlimited money, and someone from the past who could reopen old wounds that everyone believed were finally healed. But who are these new people, and why are fans already convinced they will transform Heartland forever? Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll see why Season 20 could become the most unpredictable chapter the series has ever created. For nearly 2 decades, Heartland has built its success around family, trust, and the special connection between people and horses. Every season introduced someone new, but those characters usually became part of the family rather than changing its foundation. Season 20, however, feels different. After filming wrapped in Alberta and the series entered post-production, discussions among fans have shifted away from returning favorites and toward the possibility of brand new characters taking center stage. The timing makes perfect sense. The ranch has survived financial struggles, personal heartbreak, natural disasters, and difficult family decisions. Now the story needs fresh energy without losing the emotional heart that made millions of viewers fall in love with it. The first rumored type of character that could arrive is a wealthy ranch investor. Unlike previous neighbors or friendly competitors, this person would not simply want to buy horses or work alongside the Bartlett Fleming family. Instead, the goal would be much bigger. Imagine someone with enough money to purchase land all around Heartland Ranch. At first, the offer sounds generous. Better equipment, larger facilities, and financial security could solve many of the problems the family has faced over the years. But every great offer comes with hidden conditions. What if accepting that money meant giving up the independence that Jack has spent his entire life protecting? That single decision could divide the family more than any argument in recent memory. Jack has always believed that Heartland is more than a business. It is a legacy built on honesty and hard work. A wealthy investor who sees the ranch only as a profitable opportunity would challenge everything Jack stands for. Amy might understand the practical benefits because she knows how difficult it is to keep the ranch running in today's world. Lou could see new business opportunities that would help secure the family's future. Tim might even support the idea because he has never been afraid to take risks. Suddenly, the disagreement is no longer about money. It becomes a battle over the true meaning of Heartland itself. Another exciting possibility is the arrival of a young horse whisperer. For years, Amy has been the person everyone turns to when a horse cannot be understood. Her gift has made her one of the most respected trainers in the region. But what happens when someone much younger arrives with incredible natural talent? This would not necessarily create a rivalry built on jealousy. Instead, it could force Amy to ask an emotional question she has never faced before. Is it finally time to become a mentor instead of always being the one leading the rescue? That kind of storyline would perfectly match where Amy's character has been heading. Over the last several seasons, she has grown from a grieving widow into a confident mother and experienced leader. Season 20 could explore what happens when she begins passing her knowledge to the next generation. But mentoring someone is never easy. Every student makes mistakes, and one careless decision involving an injured horse could have heartbreaking consequences. Amy would have to decide whether to continue believing in this new trainer or admit that some responsibilities are simply too important to hand over. Meanwhile, fans also believe Heartland could introduce a new family moving into the area. At first glance, they seem friendly, hardworking, and excited to become part of the community. But appearances can often be misleading. What if this family carries a secret connected to the history of the region? Perhaps they own land involved in an old dispute, or maybe one of them shares an unexpected connection with someone the Fleming family thought they knew completely. Heartland has always been strongest when emotional family stories slowly unfold over time, and a mysterious new family could provide exactly that kind of long-term suspense. Even the younger generation could experience major changes because of these new arrivals. Lindy has been growing up before viewers' eyes, and introducing children or teenagers close to her age would naturally expand her world. Friendships, rivalries, and shared adventures could begin shaping the future of Heartland long after today's main characters eventually step aside. Many longtime fans have wondered how the series will prepare for its next generation, and Season 20 may finally begin answering that question. The most interesting part is that none of these possible characters would need to replace the familiar faces fans already love. Instead, they would challenge them. Amy could question her future. Jack could defend his lifelong values. Lou could face difficult business decisions. Tim could discover that taking chances carries greater risks than ever before. Nathan might even find himself competing for more than just Amy's trust if another influential newcomer enters the picture. Every relationship would suddenly face new pressure, making even the smallest conversations feel important. That is exactly why these rumored additions have generated so much excitement. Heartland has never depended on shocking twists alone. Its greatest strength has always been emotional storytelling that grows naturally over time. New characters are not exciting simply because they are unfamiliar. They matter because they force beloved characters to make impossible choices. And if Season 20 truly introduces people capable of changing the future of Heartland, then every episode could leave fans wondering whose life will be transformed next. As exciting as those new possibilities sound, there is one question that fans keep asking. Why would Heartland need so many new characters after 19 successful seasons? The answer may be much bigger than anyone expected. Every long-running drama eventually reaches a point where familiar faces must face new challenges. And the easiest way to do that is by introducing people who completely change their lives. Season 20 could be preparing exactly that kind of turning point. Instead of focusing only on the past, the series may finally be looking toward its future. And that future could begin with a handful of unforgettable new faces. One character many fans believe could appear is a powerful business owner from outside Hudson. Unlike previous competitors, this person would not understand the traditions that have kept Heartland alive for generations. They would see horses as investments, ranches as valuable property, and family businesses as companies that either grow or disappear. That attitude alone would create immediate tension with Jack. For years, Jack has protected Heartland from people who cared more about profits than people. Now imagine someone arriving with enough money and influence to reshape the entire community. This new business figure might begin by buying neighboring ranches one after another. At first, nobody pays much attention. After all, people buy and sell land all the time. But slowly, the Fleming family starts noticing changes. Familiar neighbors move away. Local horse events receive expensive sponsorships from the newcomer. Small ranches begin accepting offers that are simply too good to refuse. Before long, Heartland becomes surrounded by someone whose goals are completely different from everything Jack has spent his life defending. Lou would likely find herself caught in the middle. She has always believed that Heartland must adapt to survive. Better marketing, stronger business partnerships, and new opportunities have often been part of her vision. Because of that, she may initially see this newcomer as someone who could help modernize the area. But as the true intentions become clearer, Lou could realize that success without community is not really success at all. That realization would force her to choose between financial security and the values her family has always protected. Another rumored addition that could completely change the emotional side of the series is a young veterinarian fresh out of university. Heartland has introduced veterinarians before, but this person could bring a very different personality. Instead of relying on experience, they depend almost entirely on modern science and technology. Every treatment is supported by research, advanced equipment, and strict medical procedures. Amy, however, has always trusted something that cannot be measured: a deep emotional connection with horses. This difference would not immediately turn into conflict. In fact, Amy would probably admire the young vet's dedication and intelligence. But eventually, a difficult case could divide them. Imagine an injured horse that everyone believes cannot recover. The veterinarian recommends one path, based entirely on medical evidence. Amy believes the horse deserves another chance because of its spirit and determination. Neither person wants to do the wrong thing. Both genuinely care. Yet only one decision can be made. Moments like these have always been the emotional heart of Heartland. The series has never been about proving one person right and another wrong. Instead, it explores how good people can disagree while still respecting one another. If Season 20 introduces a veterinarian with fresh ideas, it could create some of the most emotional horse stories fans have seen in years. At the same time, many viewers think Lindy is ready for a much larger role. She is no longer the little girl audiences first met. She is growing older, learning more about horses, and beginning to understand the responsibility that comes with the Fleming family name. That naturally opens the door for new characters closer to her age. Imagine another young rider arriving in Hudson after moving from another province. This teenager has impressive riding skills and quickly earns attention at local competitions. At first, Lindy is excited to have someone who shares her passion. They train together, encourage each other, and become close friends. But competition has a way of changing relationships. As both riders improve, they begin chasing the same goals, entering the same events, and fighting for the same opportunities. For Amy, watching Lindy experience those challenges would bring back memories of her own younger years. She would want to protect her daughter from disappointment, but she also knows that every great horse trainer learns through mistakes. Those emotional lessons could become one of Season 20's strongest storylines because they would connect the past and the future of Heartland in a natural way. There is also growing speculation that one mysterious newcomer may have unexpected ties to the Fleming family's history. Perhaps this person arrives with old documents, forgotten photographs, or information about events that happened decades before the series even began. Jack has always carried stories about the ranch's past, but what if someone appears with a completely different version of those events? Such a storyline would not depend on action or danger. Instead, it would challenge everything the family believes about its own history. Secrets buried for generations have a way of changing people. Even if those events happened long ago, Jack could find himself questioning memories he has trusted for years, while Amy and Lou begin seeing the ranch through an entirely different perspective. Nathan could also find his future becoming far more complicated because of these new arrivals. His relationship with Amy has already faced emotional obstacles, and introducing another influential figure into their lives could test that relationship once again. It would not necessarily involve romance. Instead, it could be about trust. If a newcomer offers Nathan an opportunity that conflicts with Amy's beliefs, he may have to make the most difficult choice of his life. Does he follow a practical path toward success? Or does he stand beside the woman he loves, even if it means sacrificing everything else? When all of these possibilities are combined, a clear picture begins to emerge. Season 20 is not simply about adding more people to the cast. Every new character has the potential to challenge someone we already know. They can test Amy's compassion, Jack's traditions, Lou's ambition, Tim's confidence, Nathan's loyalty, and Lindy's journey toward adulthood. Instead of changing Heartland overnight, these newcomers could slowly reshape the future of the ranch one decision at a time. And perhaps that is the biggest surprise of all. The future of Heartland may not be decided by the characters fans have followed for years. It may be shaped by people who have not even stepped onto the ranch yet. If these rumors prove true, Season 20 could introduce a new generation of stories while still honoring everything that made Heartland special from the very beginning. So after looking at all these possibilities, one final question remains. Which of these new characters is most likely to have the biggest impact on Heartland Season 20? The answer may surprise a lot of fans. It may not be the richest ranch owner, the talented horse trainer, or even the mysterious family arriving in Hudson. The character who changes everything could simply be the one who forces the Fleming family to make choices they have been avoiding for years. Heartland has always been about change. Every season has asked its characters to move forward, even when letting go was painful. Season 20 appears ready to continue that tradition. Instead of relying on shocking twists alone, the series has the opportunity to introduce fresh faces that naturally expand the world fans already love. If these new characters truly become part of the story, they won't replace Amy, Jack, Lou, Tim, or Nathan. They will simply push them into situations that reveal new sides of their personalities. Amy could finally discover what her future looks like beyond simply helping injured horses. Jack may have to decide how much of the ranch's traditions should be protected and how much should evolve. Lou could face the biggest business decision of her life. Nathan might have to prove that he belongs in the family's future. And Lindy may begin taking her first real steps toward carrying the Heartland legacy into the next generation. That is why these rumored new characters are creating so much excitement among longtime viewers. Every one of them represents a new possibility, a new challenge, and a new emotional journey. If the writers balance these additions carefully while staying true to the heart of the series, Season 20 could feel both familiar and completely fresh at the same time. For now, nothing has been officially confirmed about these potential new characters, so fans should treat these ideas as speculation based on production developments, story direction, and fan discussions. But one thing is certain, Heartland has never been afraid to introduce characters who leave a lasting impact, and Season 20 may continue that tradition in a much bigger way than anyone expects. Now, it's your turn. Which new character would you love to see in Heartland Season 20? Would you choose a powerful business rival, a gifted young horse trainer, a mysterious family with hidden secrets, or someone completely unexpected? Share your thoughts in the comments because some of the best Heartland predictions come directly from fans like you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Heartland updates, trailer breakdowns, cast news, and fan theories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Heartland video. Before we wrap things up, there's one final thought that every Heartland fan should keep in mind. The series has never been about dramatic surprises for the sake of shocking the audience. Instead, Heartland has always focused on people, family, and the choices that shape their lives. That is exactly why the possibility of new characters in Season 20 feels so important. These newcomers are not just additions to the cast, they could become the reason our favorite characters grow in ways we've never seen before. Think about where everyone stands right now. Amy has spent years rebuilding her life after heartbreak and proving that she can move forward without forgetting the past. Jack continues to protect the ranch and the values that have defined Heartland since the very beginning. Lou is always searching for the best path forward, balancing family with business. Tim never stops taking risks, while Nathan is still trying to earn his place in Amy's future. Every one of these characters has reached a turning point, and sometimes all it takes is one new person walking through the gates of Heartland Ranch to change everything. If the writers introduce a talented young horse trainer, Amy may discover that her greatest achievement isn't training horses anymore, it's inspiring the next generation. If a powerful business owner arrives with plans to transform Hudson, Jack could face the toughest challenge of his life as he fights to protect the ranch's legacy. If a mysterious family moves into the community carrying secrets from the past, the Fleming family may uncover truths they never expected to learn. And if Lindy finally begins stepping into a larger role, these new friendships and rivalries could quietly shape the future of Heartland for years to come. That's what makes Season 20 so exciting. It's not just about what happens next. It's about who makes it happen. Fresh faces bring fresh stories, new emotions, and unexpected relationships. They create opportunities for our favorite characters to grow while keeping the heart of the series exactly where it belongs, with family, hope, and the unbreakable bond between people and horses. Of course, until CBC releases official character details, all of these ideas remain speculation. But that's part of the fun of being a Heartland fan. Every trailer, every behind-the-scenes update, and every casting rumor gives us another clue about what the next chapter might hold. And if even a few of these predictions become reality, Season 20 could be one of the most memorable seasons the show has ever delivered. Now we want to hear from you. Which new character would you like to see the most in Heartland Season 20? Do you think the ranch needs a new rival, a young horse whisperer, a mysterious family with hidden secrets, or someone completely unexpected? Share your predictions in the comments below. We read every comment, and your theory could even be featured in one of our upcoming Heartland videos. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Heartland news, trailer breakdowns, cast updates, and fan theories. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep believing that every new beginning brings another unforgettable Heartland story.